What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we've got a bit of an interesting video today. We're going to go over some Bitcoin miners and WGMI, which is a Bitcoin miner ETF, and we're going to compare them all to MicroStrategy, MSTR. We're going to compare them to that chart. That's actually what this is here. So this isn't the WGMI chart. It's the WGMI chart priced into the MSTR chart, right? So these relationships will show us essentially what's a better investment, MicroStrategy or the underlying stock, right? The underlying stock in this case is WGMI. If it's priced in MicroStrategy, if it's better off than MicroStrategy, you would see it growing. If it's a better investment to be in MicroStrategy than this thing, you'd see this thing going down. So far, at least for the history that we have given since February 2022, MicroStrategy has been immensely more profitable. It makes sense that this week you're going down because MicroStrategy is moving up, so of course you're going to lose value there. On a weekly perspective, on your weekly RSI, you do have a drive of bullish divergence here, which kind of played out. You might be coming down again and forming another drive, but don't be mistaken, right? You're about to break through this low. I would think that you're just getting started to make this move, so I think that you are going to lose value. From a low to a high, you're going to be worth, you're at about 8.9% of an MSTR right now. Your stock, right? One share. You're about to move down to 7.18 to 5.54 percentages of an MSTR share, right? So something like that is what I think is in store. I think you are going to lose value soon, but I would think that this does grow, right? You're going to see a little bit of a recoil. You're going to be at a low point here. So maybe not this week, maybe not next week, maybe not even this month, but sometime in November or December, you might see the tides. And I would think, honestly, in November, you probably start to see the tides turn. So from here until the end of the month, maybe not the best WGMI versus MicroStrategy, maybe not the best thing. But after this month, sometime in November, I bet this thing does turn around. You'll probably see WGMI start to outpace MicroStrategy. Okay, so there's that. Both these requests are at the request of Navi and Cow. I don't know if I said that already or not, but MSTR, if you want to do them yourself, right, you can just, I'm showing you how to do it right here if you ever want to make your own charts, right? BTBT, MSTR right here, same thing, right? It's going down. That means that for most of its existence, it's better off. You're better off buying into MSTR. You did have one phase where it was clearly better to be in BTBT, but most of its life you've been going down. Monthly RSI looks not fun. Weekly RSI looks not fun either. And the daily RSI also sucks, actually. So yes, I would think you want to continue to go lower just based off of this alone. I certainly would expect a lower low. But like the last one, when you find your next low, I bet you see a bit of a recoil. So probably just below 1% of an MSTR to maybe 0.7% of an MSTR, right? Something down to that zone. Probably, again, November, going into the end of this month, I bet the trend would be BTBT outperforms MSTR. But from here until the end of the month, maybe even going into November, MSTR is going to outperform BTBT. And that makes sense, right? If we just look at MicroStrategy for what it's worth, it's in a breakout move right now. All of these charts are probably going to be immediately losing value versus MicroStrategy, probably, but we'll see. We'll keep going. Cipher, maybe not like some of them actually are moving up, to be completely fair, but we'll see. MicroStrategy and Cipher. Yes, very consistent. You can see all these charts are telling the same story. It was better if I just held on to MicroStrategy. Lower highs, lower lows. You just had a lower high. What are you going to do next? You're probably going to form a lower low. So I think to measure based off of this low to high move here, from that low to this high, going down to about 1.5% of an MSTR to 1.23%. Sounds about right to me. Find support down there and then move up. Yeah, makes sense. Sounds right. Same analysis as the last two. I'm not even going to waste time with the words. Same analysis as the last two, right? Same timing, everything. CleanSpark, right? This one actually might have a different chart versus MSTR now. We might see one that's a little bit different here. We'll see. Looking at this, not so much. Wow, MSTR has outperformed all of these. It's crazy, guys. Crazy. Especially right now, yes. Even with CleanSpark moving up today, it moved up a good bit. Guess what? Or not today, sorry, on Friday. It still lost 4.5%. MSTR is outpacing it. You look very weak in your daily RSI. So you're probably coming to an end as far as this downtrend moves, right? Same analysis as the rest of them, except maybe closer. This might tell us a story compared to the rest of them, right? Or the rest of them are here. They're right above their high, or right at, or they're low. I'm sorry, they're right above their low, or they're right at it. CleanSpark has already taken the descent. maybe CleanSpark instead of next month, maybe sometime this month it does turn around, actually. I would kind of expect that based off of this. We'll see, though. Time will tell. Time will tell. As far as I can say right now, it just looks like it wants to keep going down. It looks like it's in a free fall, so it doesn't look good. But again, looking at the chart for what it is, you do appear to be in an area where you would expect to find a low. So probably going into next year and the end of this year, like December, you're probably going to pump and recover. IREN, are you going to be the exact same as the rest of them? You are. You're just like the rest of them, IREN. Just like the rest of them. That's okay. Look like you're moving down. Low to high. I'm going to guess you're moving down. Where are you moving down to? Lower. That's right. 1.7% of an MSTR to 1% of an MSTR, right? Right there. When I say 1%, that's 0.01, in case anyone hasn't caught on by now. Right? 1%, 1.7%, 0.017, right? Around there. That's where I think you're going. And then, again, just like the rest of them, sometime next month, to finish the year, going into next year, you'll probably see some growth. But MSTR looks better. You know, what's crazy, what we've learned today, I think, through this, thank you, Cal and Navi, for doing this, whether you intentionally were doing this or you were just curious yourselves, I think we've illustrated that the best hold whenever it's compared to any crypto mining stock or MicroStrategy is a no-brainer. It clearly has the dominant trend versus all these. Yeah. Crazy, right? Isn't that kind of crazy? Like the concept, right? Just think about it like this, right? The crypto mining companies are losing value versus MicroStrategy. MicroStrategy is gaining value versus these companies, right? They're all gaining value, but this MicroStrategy is gaining value at a faster pace. That's what these charts are telling us. But what the crypto companies do is they mine Bitcoin. They're invested in Bitcoin. Clearly they have some, but they mine Bitcoin. They actually mine it. So they invest in Bitcoin and they mine Bitcoin. MicroStrategy just invests in Bitcoin. They don't mine it. They just invest, right? But they invest heavily. And I mean, obviously they've got other things going for them too, but like the primary source of their gains lately has been their interest in Bitcoin. It's ironic to me. Like here you've got a company, MicroStrategy, that just buys Bitcoin, and then you have mining stocks which not only do they buy Bitcoin and generate Bitcoin, but they're mining it and selling it. Like you would think the mining stocks would do better. MicroStrategy aggressively investing into Bitcoin seems to be better as far as an investment goes than investing in the pickaxe companies, the mining stocks. Crazy. Anyways, I don't know. That's not what I was expecting. I don't know if you guys think that's as cool as I do. I'm kind of a nerd, so I love being surprised with stuff like that. But I definitely would not have expected MicroStrategy to outperform literally every single crypto mining stock we've talked about. Right? If it's outperforming CleanSpark and IREN, there's no mining stock that I could see outperforming MicroStrategy right now. That's crazy, right? And maybe from here until MicroStrategy tops off, that'll be the case. I would bet, though, for most of 2025, we probably see these crypto mining stocks outperform MicroStrategy. That doesn't mean that they start doing this, right? That just means, you have a stint like this, right? 2025 is going to be like that. It's just going to be another one of these lower highs. But I do think it'll be a phase of growth, right? We're coming to the end of this last phase of decay, go to that next phase of growth, and then who knows what that'll promote. But anyways, I'm just talking at this point. I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Thank you all for being here. MicroStrategy is the clear winner, undeniably. That's what all this information has told us. So take care, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.